Yo chat, Call of Duty just dropped a huge announcement announcing that Warzone Season 1 will drop December 4th, and they've already dropped the roadmap and the details to give us everything, so we're already prepared to know what's about to happen in Season 1, and I'm here to go over it with you so you guys are well prepared and out here gunning folks on Season 1. I don't know about you guys, but I'm super excited for Warzone Season 1. You know, after playing Black Ops 6 version of Warzone for so long, after a while it gets a little stale, and I've been waiting on this since they've even announced it. You know, I've been seeing the teasers and stuff all around Twitter, or X if you will, and definitely excited to see what's on store for us for Season 1. So let's go ahead and get into this blog post. All right, to start off, we're going to start off, I guess, with the new gameplay features. Reading through here, obviously the player levels are gonna reset. Now, this is not for people that have been playing Black Ops 7. This is for people that have been playing Warzone and haven't touched Black Ops 7. So if you haven't got it already, I would highly recommend getting it, so you're not starting off way behind everybody else that's been playing the game. I think they just recently had a free weekend with the double XP weekend. So hopefully you guys saw that and was able to at least level up some of the weapons. There's no telling what the meta is going to be, but at least you know you might have a couple guns ready to go for the start. So yeah, definitely make sure you can get yourself prepared for that, because that would suck to be there on day one with level 1 weapons and everybody has maxed out guns with camos. You might be cooked on launch. Obviously all 30 of the Black Ops 7 weapons will be there at launch. I mean, that's pretty much a given. You know, your weapon prestige, the attachment, stuff like that's going to be there. I wonder if some of the weapon prestige attachments might be meta. Interesting. The weapon build sharing, which is the little code that you see on your builds or in your class setups. Obviously that's going to be in there. I think that's pretty much a given. That would be crazy for them to have it in like multiplayer and just not bring it to Warzone. I think people would be pretty pissed about that. I'd be upset too, because I really enjoyed those build codes. That's a super cool feature that I'm so glad they added. Talking about the movement here, Tac Sprint is not on by default anymore. It is now a perk, and it is going to be part of the Sprinter perk. And also the perks got rearranged too. So perk packages might be looking a little bit different this year, not gonna lie. To compensate for that, the base movement speed has been increased, which is pretty good. And if you guys have played the new in-game, Mountaineer has the combat role added to it, so that combat role feature will be in the game. I assume it'll take up, you know, some of your fall damage and make sure that, you know, you're not dying from jumping, you know, a little bit too high, which would be a pretty interesting feature. I feel like it'll be more so used on big map, but I also could see it being really used on Resurgence too. And Overkill is now on by default. There will be no more wild cards. So like your gunfighter, you know, where you get 8 attachments, you won't be having to deal, or you know, I guess having to deal with people, you know, having their 8 attachment build while you still got your 5 attachment build, which is a really good thing to have. Gunfighter is cool, but you know, you got to get 2 loadouts and stuff like that. It's just a little bit unnecessary. You can definitely feel when somebody has an 8 attachment versus your 5 attachment, though their bullets hit just a little bit better, because they're, you know, they're running like recoil springs or something like that, and it makes it so much easier for them to hit their shots. And yeah, I'm actually glad that they're taking that out, because it was quite annoying, you know, having to deal with that aspect of it. So yeah, Overkill is on by default. There's no more wild cards in general in Warzone. So, you know, that's just it. You just got, you know, the weapons, the perks, tactical, lethal. That's about it. You know, you're not even, it ain't no extra little gadgetry there. The equipment is gonna be the equipment from Black Ops 7. So if you've been playing Black Ops 7, it's pretty much all of that. And now some of the things have counters, like smoke grenades counter the Molotov. So if somebody's throwing a Molotov at you, you can throw a smoke at it to make the Molotov fire go out quickly. Stems now remove the flash and concussion effects. And also, I don't know if you knew this, but if you look away from, like, if somebody throws one and you're able to see that they're gonna throw it, or you just catch good timing. If you're not looking at the flash or stun, I want to say you're not affected by it at all, but at least for the minimum, you might not be affected, or you won't be affected as much. But I'm pretty sure you're not really affected at all. Like, especially if it's like a flash, only like the sides of your screen will go white, but it's not like completely like white screen, which is a really really cool feature because those stuns and cushions get a little scary sometimes. uh, but as you can see, the 3 perk slots have been reconstructed and updated as detailed below, along with the addition of a new adaptive perk, which I'm sure they will talk about as we scroll on down here. Uh, So with the launch of season 1, we will be getting, the integration from Black Ops 6, Modern Warfare 3, and Modern Warfare 2. So we'll have the weapons for 4 different games, which is going to be a lot. And I'm sure there's going to be a ton of broken class setups from like previous games once this integration happens. Like when we got this game, the Superior had like insane movement, like you were literally flying across people's screens. So I'm pretty sure that's going to be a possible outcome. Who knows? The guns might just be too strong and too OP. So hopefully for rank play they keep it to Black Ops 7 guns only, just to rule out as many issues as possible, because just dealing with that, I could just, you can just kind of see like the writing on the wall, like something could go bad very quickly. So hopefully we just avoid that altogether. And if you haven't unlocked something already, it will be in the armory. So just go to the armory to try to find out how to unlock that weapon if you haven't got it already. I know sometimes the events go away a little bit faster than people can get to them or progress through them, because people got stuff going on. So if you need a weapon, it'll be in the armory. The things that won't be there is the build sharing and build codes. So like the codes that you see on Black Ops 7 weapons, those you won't be able to do that. Use that same feature for BO6, MW2, and MW3. Those things will not be there. Only the Black Ops 7 the Black Ops 7 weapons will work. I'm pretty sure the camos, yeah, the camos are not transferring, like, so you can't put a Black Ops 7 camo on a BO6 weapon. That's not going to happen. But there probably will be a camo swap glitch figured out pretty soon. So definitely be on the lookout for that one. And your boy figures out how to do it, I will be definitely on the way to let you guys know. So yeah, we got that. Got that on the way for you guys. What else? Yeah, the armory. Access every operator you've accessed or unlocked across Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 6, and now Black Ops 7 in the operators menu. So it looks like all of our operators will be available, which is great because that people have spent a lot of money trying to, you know, get cool characters, and that would definitely suck if they weren't there. Which is kind of interesting because I thought they weren't gonna, have it, because there was such a backlash of like the weird, cartoony characters. But I guess that's just a Black Ops 7 thing. That's not really a total game thing. So yeah, your weird crazy characters will definitely be available. Now will we be getting any more of those in the future? Probably not. So if that's what you were hoping for, you're probably cooked on that one, buddy. But I think most people are pretty okay with there not being those characters in it. And I mean, there'll probably still be some, new cool character, just not so much like a Beavis and Butthead running around. It's talking about here with the tacticals and lethals. All we already went over that. Um, yeah, this is I'm pretty sure doing the same thing. Now we're getting on to the perks. For slot one, we have Scavenger, Veteran, Mountaineer, Cold Blooded, and Grenadier, whichever one, however you're supposed to pronounce that. These are, cool perks, nothing too crazy here. Most of these I think were pretty much already in that slot, I feel like. I'm pretty sure most of these were already perk ones. Me personally, in this category, I would probably be going for Mountaineer because the other ones, I really don't really see the need for that much if we're keeping it real here. So yeah, don't really need to go over that too much. As and then it talks about here what each perk does if you're new to Warzone and you're not really familiar with what they do. It lets you know so you can pause there. Moving over to perk 2 slot, we got quick fix, alertness, reactive armor, bomb squad, and sprinter, which is interesting because I think they move alertness to perk 2 instead of perk 3. I'm pretty sure it was a perk 3 over there with ghosts and stuff, which is pretty interesting. I could definitely see myself running alertness on big map, which is kind of interesting. I think this perk 2 slot might be the most interesting one because you might want sprinter, you might want quick fix, might want alertness. Really gotta come up with the best setup for your play style here, because things might get a tad bit tricky there depending on what you're playing. For perk 3, we got temper, we got adaptive, we got tracker, we got survivor, and we got ghost. These are quite interesting too. As expected, tempered and ghost are in the same category. The adaptive perk is new. Obviously we know what survivor is, so you can do the usual stack of quick fix and survivor. I'm pretty sure survivor was a perk 1, so now it's moved over to perk 3. I feel like I skipped one. Bomb squad is a new perk. Gain explosive resistance and equipment negation. So that's pretty cool, I guess. I mean, if you feel like you need that, I mean, maybe it might be one of those perks that you pick up off of the ground, which would be more useful because I don't really think I'll put that in my class setup. If we're keeping it real here, but it'll be nice to have because people love to spam nades at you at the worst possible time. So this adaptive perk improves explosive defense, movement, and handling. So it seems like it might it improves explosive defense, movement, and handling. So I feel like it does a mix of different things, like helps you throw the grenades quicker, move a little better while you're trying to throw the grenades possibly. Or it could just be all defensive, like if you get hit by a nade, you get like a speed boost and stuff like that. But I'm pretty sure it might, do a bunch of different things, to be honest with you. But obviously dealing with some type of nade, some type of cluster or something like that. So perk packages look cool. We're definitely gonna see a good variety or mix of perk packages there, and probably depending on what game mode you're playing, this get vary quite heavily. Now moving on to the new map, Haven's Hollow. We finally get to swap out Rebirth Island for a good bit, because I know we have been playing Rebirth Island for about 5 years now. Don't get me wrong, Rebirth Island is all great and dandy, but we need something new. We're tired. We are tired out here, brother. We're struggling. Trying to play Rebirth Island for so long. I mean, it's only so much you can do to that map, and it, like, if you're not gonna add, like, expand it slightly, each, like, every year, put like a new, like the extension of Stronghold that wasn't there. maybe if you add something else like that, make the map a little bit bigger. I'm pretty sure they could add something where No Name is, if you're familiar with that, over there by in between industry and the tunnel to the bottom of prison. That's what No Name is. The little chat hut thing you want to, whatever you want to call it, where it's right by the edge of the water. I'm pretty sure you know which place I'm talking about. But yeah, I'm pretty sure they could like change that or add something, in that area. Like it would be almost similar to the same setup at a Stronghold. I don't know. That's just me. But forget that. We're here to talk about Haven's Hollow now. Okay. This place is based off the zombies map, Liberty Falls. So if you play that, you will be very familiar with the layout and how stuff is on that map. Now it's not an exact 1-to-1 like things are. Like it's a lot bigger map, and things have probably been slightly rearranged, but for the gist of it, the color scheme, the whole theme of it, I'm pretty sure they have like the church and bowling alley stuff like that. Like all of the main spots on Liberty Falls are there. It's just like a much more expanded version of it, if you will. So I'm pretty excited for that. Scrolling on down here, we get to see, the layout of it. The water is pretty interesting. So there is a water feature to it. So it's just not just all land. Like you get to swim around a little bit. This little boat casino probably be a little interesting spot there. I want to know how the map is going. Like the map endings are going to be, because whoo, somebody sitting on that boat. And it's not like, it doesn't seem to be like how the boats are on Rebirth Island, like the one by Control. Cause that one you gotta go up here. You kind of like a sitting duck down there. On this one, it doesn't seem like it's too much of a sitting duck, which is quite interesting. But I think this might be pretty cool. Now, obviously, there's a lot of buildings with a lot of doors, so it might be a lot of camping. I'm interested to see what the player count will be on this map, because I feel like it might be more so towards like Fortune's Keep. Definitely, I don't think it'll be Vondale size. Vondale had like what, 72 players, I think. So I think it might be maybe like 50 60-ish amount of players. The mansion here looks like a pretty cool, interesting place to go with. Got a pond, so some more water added to it. The water looks a little murky there, so I'm not sure if we'll be able to, see through that too well. So it might be some people camping in that water pretty heavily. I can see a lot of these places look really really cool. As you can see, the chapel here, the church, um barn. There's a barn. I see it says barn chapel. Where's the barn at? I don't see no barn. That look like a church to me. But hey, they wrote what they wrote. Oh, there's the barn. Okay, makes sense. So I guess the barn is really near it. Scrolling on down here, the research center, Main Street. This is where you start off on Liberty Falls, like the first, like as soon as you load in. So people are definitely gonna be familiar with that area, especially me, because I grinded those camos. So yeah, I'm very familiar with Liberty Falls. Uh, Scrolling on down here, the map looks pretty cool. Got a lumber mill like Verdance. I like it. I like it. Speaking of Verdance, there's a new POI called Signal Station on Verdance. So they add, like I said for Rebirth, how they needed to add some new stuff. Looks like they have added something to Verdance, excuse me. Now there is a cool feature in here. I think, I'm not sure. There's two parts to it. Like there's two ways to see it, but I know there's a little map on the wall where you'll be able to see like it's like the heat zones of like where the most players are. So this could like, especially in competitive, this probably will be a highly prioritized like landing spot, just so you know like where to go get the elims at. So I'm definitely excited to see how this plays out. This might be like the new number one hotspot just because of that that feature. Low key, high key, very likely. But it looks like a cool spot. It reminds me of the spot from Al Mazra, which I'm pretty sure will eventually be coming back. As they announced or led on that they'll be adding some of the past maps come back eventually during throughout the progression of the game for different seasons. Factory is getting a change, so the layout of Factory will look a good bit different. Looks very similar to the inside of the stadium. Interestingly, like I don't know, kind of that little scheme or layout type of thing. That's the vibes I'm getting here from it. But we'll see how this one plays out. It looks like you definitely have a height advantage. There'd be a lot going on. Pretty interesting. Like a mixture of the inside of stadium and a little bit of like boneyard. Um, get a little bit of train station vibes too there, even though it's not really a train station. From what was the map that we just had? Not Mazra, but the other one. Can't think of the name of it right now. But yeah. So I'm excited to see what that looks like. Season 1 modes and playlist. Starting off, we will have Battle Royale, Battle Royale Casual, and Resurgence Casual. I mean, are you really surprised here? Not really. I mean, there's not really a point of having plunder anymore because Casuals has pretty much come in here and completely taken that over. And definitely will be the number one place for you to grind camos for sure. Because I know a lot of people are gonna go for those Warzone camos. Sorry, a little congested here, guys. So if I sound a little bit off, that's why. So bear with me a little bit. Obviously, I'm pretty sure they got to deal with Pelor, so get new cool ATV stuff like that. LTM, so we're definitely gonna have like a LTM for the Christmas thing. Got a Christmas theme. Probably Rebirth. Well, maybe this time Haven's Hollow. Maybe Rebirth if they let it release for the holiday. But I'm pretty sure we'll probably be playing Haven's Hollow for a good week at least. I would think so. So we'll see about that. But yeah, we have some LTM modes, and I know they're going to have a LTM where they try to have the wall jumping feature, and maybe the wingsuit. Well, the wingsuit might already be in there as in like a replacement for the parachute, but at least the wall jumping, because that is not on by default in Warzone. If you were wondering, that is not on by default. Probably because it's a very experimental and possibly very damaging to Warzone movement feature. Just imagine a 4-stack running at you on Rebirth Island rank play, wall jumping. Exactly. Definitely don't want that. definitely. I'm good. I'll pass. We'll take the LTMs. Um, this is about to go into like general content for everything. So, we do have some new weapons. We got a new SMG pulling up in there. It looks similar to a MP7, even though we have the MPC now. But says it by the looks of it, it looks dang near identical. I mean, it has a slight difference to it, but I'm pretty sure it'll be like that. Full auto submachine gun with excellent mobility, fast fire rate, and but shorter range capabilities and moderate recoil. Interesting. I would definitely be giving it a try. Obviously, like all the guns in the game, it has its own weapon prestige camos. Um, that's, a lot of people will probably try to unlock. I mean, that's a lot of work. It's like 250 levels for the guns in the game. That's pretty hefty. This is the one weapon I'm so excited about, the Maddox. I played a ton of Black Ops 4 and I absolutely loved using this thing. This was so fun to use. Like if you know, like if you played that game, the Maddox was such a great weapon, and I'm so glad they brought this thing back. The Mirage that they have in the game, I thought was like their version of that weapon because it seems pretty similar to it in there. But I guess they're adding the Maddox in here like by itself, like as its own gun. So I'm so excited for that. Definitely will be grabbing this thing as soon as possible and testing it out. Hopefully it's the meta because I would love to see this thing be the meta and not, I actually want to use this thing. Like I don't want it to be like just a weapon that we have there and it, never really becomes meta. I need this. I need it. uh and well, not obviously, but there will be uh a prestige attachment for this with a burst barrel. I'm not sure how many it will shoot. Maybe I'm assuming 3 at a time, but could possibly be 4 bullets at a time. And it says it increases fire rate for every second bullet, which will probably be, it. I think there's an LMG that's kind of similar to it, but it's not really burst. But you get the gist of it. It'll get faster over time, getting closer to automatic, depending on how many bullets you have, I guess, because you might run out of bullets pretty fast. But I'm pretty sure, like it says right here, slight accuracy loss over time. So with those bullets, shooting a little bit faster, that recoil gets a little bit scary at a certain point, which is good because if it didn't, that gun might be getting to the point of very overpowered. It has its own, prestige camos that you might want to check out. That one looks pretty cool. Might try to get that one myself. We're getting a new ballistic knife. Looks definitely looks like a CS:GO type of knife. Not mad at it. I'm pretty sure there's a knife like this in BO6 already. The ballistic knife, is it 2 knives or is it 1? Looks like you got 2 knives. This one looks like the one you could that one that you could shoot that's not in here anymore. So I guess that's coming back. Maybe it is 2. Maybe you get to shoot this one. Not really sure, but that could be interesting to see. Got a new LMG on the way. It's an LMG. I don't think it's really too much crazy going on with that thing. I mean, LMGs are LMGs. Crossbow is coming back. There's already an interesting crossbow in Black Ops 6. I don't really know why we need another crossbow, but I guess. So I'm assuming they'll probably have. Okay, so the high damage bolt projectiles can be configured to be explosive bolts, which is literally what I was about to say. I'm pretty sure it'll have explosive bolts because I mean it'll be like pointless just to have it in their game and it'll be boring. I'm not sure why they added another one exactly because we already have one. If you're gonna integrate the game, I mean it's going to be there. It's not like it's not going to be there. Um, has its own camos. We're getting a new sniper. Looks like a bolt action. Um, which will be, I guess, pretty cool. Maybe it's a lighter weight sniper. I always like to use the lightweight ones because you get better movement with them. But nonetheless, I mean it's sniper. Nothing too crazy about it. Bolt action. Uh, might be something that it could be the best sniper in the game. Who knows? We'll see when we get our hands on it. Getting a new SMG. This looks very similar to one of the weapons from Cold War, but that's in SMG form. So I'm getting another new SMG. So there'll be 2 new SMGs. This is full auto, low recoil, good headshot damage, but low handling, mobility, and range. So great damage, but possibly a little bit slower. Probably leaning closer to maybe like a TR2 conversion kit type of feel. which will probably be in that range of how it moves. Definitely cool to see. We're getting some new weapon attachments. So this bad boy here, oh boy, looks like you're gonna be able to run this thing akimbo, and I'm pretty sure there will be, you know, the fire rounds with this thing. So we already have the doof doof back in the game. So yeah. Don't be surprised if we see a extremely overpowered Akita shotgun class setup that is out here. Literally just people just spamming this thing. Ooh boy, they just want to give us a headache with shotguns. I can see it now. I'm pretty sure you guys can see it too, but yeah, it's about to get real sketchy. We're getting a new suppressor. Pretty cool. It looks very similar to the monolithic, I guess, but it might be slightly different. Suppress your weapon while simultaneously improving vertical and horizontal recoil. Always nice to have because the monolithic one that we have now does bullet velocity and damage range, so it doesn't really help you with, and it also keeps you off the map, so it doesn't really help you with that. So this one helps you with that. So this one might be the choice over the other one, quite possibly. So I mean, you got two really good options for suppressors. So those two will probably be the main muzzles for Warzone if we're keeping it real here. And I'm pretty sure one of these two, probably this one, especially on Verdansk. You know, you're able to be more accurate. Um, Especially with not being able to have, you know, 8 attachments because recoil springs won't be there. So to, you know, get more accuracy, this will probably be the number one. It looks like you can put it on all the weapons in the game, so that's pretty cool there. Slight cost to damage range and bullet velocity. We will see how impactful that is because it might be worth, you know, dealing with the lost damage and bullet velocity just so you're able to, you know, hit those the shots that you can hit a lot more accurate. I think accuracy pretty much is, in a lot of cases, more important than the damage and bullet velocity. Even though both of them are very important, that can be even more important. Getting some new weapon attachments for the Code of Dying. This is a long thing. I mean, it's pretty much to be expected though, because they did say this is the biggest Black Ops ever. So I guess you gotta come with it if you come out with them type of claims. Attachment for the AK-27 SCAR conversion. Interested? Not really sure exactly what that means, but I'll try it out once we get there. Ooh, M8 full auto conversion. Woo, interesting because the M8 is already out here one bursting people because it has such high damage. So that's gonna be interesting. Is it gonna be like, it looks like a short barrel, so it might be like an SMG, which will be insane on an overkill build. Whew. Ooh, it might start to get a little scary out here. The MPC 25 has a contra bloom laser. Obviously, it's a laser, but what exactly does that mean? Okay, so moving on, we got some events coming. We have a rally point, which is going to be a community event for everybody. You know, usual work together. I'm pretty sure it's probably be a score or something that the whole community has to get to. So that'll be cool to see. We got the Halloween event, Naughty and Nice. Might add like a some type of, you know, Halloween themed character that's running around. I forget the name of the other one that we had a couple times, or like not a couple times, but a while ago. What's the name of that character? But you guys know though. Dang it, why is it? It's gonna irritate me now that I can't figure out exactly what his name is right now. But yeah, you know, if you know, you know. If you were there, you were there. You know what I'm talking about. Krampus. That's what his name is. Krampus. Yeah. That was gonna bug me. So we got weekly challenges here, chat. We got weekly challenges. I'm pretty sure they heard our complaints about not really getting too many cool camos the last game. They said, all right, we're gonna fix that, and we're gonna make sure you guys don't complain anymore, because obviously we got a ton of camos in this game. Lots of variety here, and looks like we got even more on the way, because these weekly challenges, you'll be unlocked new loadout items, camo rewards, and XP, which is always interesting to see. Note, the first two of the 6 additional attachments available throughout Season 1 are described earlier in this blog. Okay, so we've already been over them. The first one that looks like is going to be the feeding time one, which will, that looks sick. I'm not gonna lie, I will probably be trying to get that myself. I love seeing this Maddox, and seeing this camo on this Maddox right here just looks, it's just like, it's peak for me, you know. That's the one. That's it. That does it for me, you know. We got the new battle pass and the black sale, which is, you know, to be expected at this point. Obviously, we're gonna have a battle pass. Obviously, it's probably gonna come with a black sale now, because at the end of the day, it's the business. Got to make your money on, I guess. So if you want to buy the black sale, it looks like you get 10% battle pass XP. You get a reticle, a blueprint for the X9 Maverick, a decal, operator skin, and I guess this is the new operator for the, or the operator skin for the black sale. Looks pretty dope. Possibly pay to win, but that gold might save it. But I don't know. I feel like it still might be pay to win type of skin, depending on how his body is shaped. I don't know. He looks kind of bulky, like a muscular dude, so maybe not too bad. Maybe similar to Noir skin, question mark. But yeah, this is now it's just talking about all the items in the black sale. I guess and then talking about some of the new operators or operator skins that we're gonna get. The replacer, their favorite character to have in the game, is coming back. We got some new skins for CDL. These actually look kind of dope, and I'm assuming the rank play skins are gonna look very similar to this. Hopefully, hopefully we get new skins and stuff and rewards every season, because I'm tired of, like, it ruins the fun, and like the, you know, the want to play rank when it's like the same weapon camos, the same operator skins for it literally the whole time. That, please don't do that again. That would suck. And we got incoming bundles. As you can see, they're more on theme with the game, nothing too crazy off the wall. And right here, if you want, you can get a little bit of a freebie here. If you verify your Call of Duty email account on December 4th, you will be able to get this camo. You'll be able to get an hour of double XP for the levels, the weapons, and the battle pass. You'll get 5 of each, which will be great for leveling up, because I'm trying to get to level 1000 master prestige. Bit of a delay because of my PC crashing a crazy amount here lately, but yeah, uh we are done with that. So yeah, with all that being said, chat, that covers the blog post for season 1. So you guys now have all the information and are ready to go, locked and loaded for season 1 to drop on December 4th. And let me know in the comments if you are excited about anything coming for season 1. If you're disappointed about something, if you expected more, you know, just let me know what you think. Make sure you guys hit that sub button, the like button, and turn on notifications, because I have a lot more content on the way for you guys for Black Ops 7 and Warzone. So yeah, your boy got you. But with all that being said, thank you guys so much, and GG.